Welcome to Bloodstained Stories, where we dive deep into the dark and gripping world of true crime. I'm your host, Joseph, and today we're venturing into the shadowy streets of Victorian London to explore one of the most infamous and chilling cases in history, Jack the Ripper. In 1888, a series of gruesome murders in the Whitechapel district left the city gripped with fear and sparked an enduring mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Join me as we uncover the details of the Ripper's brutal crimes, delve into the lives of his victims, and examine the numerous suspects and theories that continue to captivate the world. Are you ready to journey into the heart of true crime? Let's get started. In the autumn of 1888, the grimy streets of London's East End were haunted by a series of brutal murders that captivated and terrified the public. The killer, known as Jack the Ripper, left a trail of mutilated bodies in Whitechapel, sparking a media frenzy and a frantic police investigation. Despite numerous theories and suspects, Jack the Ripper's identity remains one of history's most notorious unsolved mysteries, shrouded in darkness and speculation. Whitechapel in the late 19th century was a sprawling, impoverished district characterized by overcrowded slums, rampant crime, and a struggling working-class population. The area was a breeding ground for vice and violence, making it a grim backdrop for the horrific crimes that would unfold. The victims of Jack the Ripper were all women, primarily prostitutes, who lived and worked in Whitechapel. Their lives were marked by hardship and vulnerability, making them easy targets for the Ripper's savage attacks. The brutality of the murders shocked the public and police alike, setting this series of crimes apart from other violence in the area. The canonical 5 victims attributed to Jack the Ripper were Mary and Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. Each murder was marked by increasing brutality and a chilling signature style. Mary and Nichols. On August 31, 1888, Nichols' body was discovered in Bucks Row. Her throat had been slashed, and her abdomen mutilated. The savagery of the attack hinted at the horrors to come. Annie Chapman. Just over a week later, on September 8, Chapman was found in the backyard of 29 Hanbury Street. Her throat was cut, and her abdomen had been viciously eviscerated, with some of her internal organs removed and placed next to her body. Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes. On the night of September 30th, the Ripper claimed 2 victims. Stride's body was found in Dutfield's yard, her throat cut but with no further mutilations, suggesting the killer was interrupted. Less than an hour later, Eddowes' body was discovered in Mitre Square. Her throat was cut, and her abdomen was ripped open, with her internal organs gruesomely arranged. Mary Jane Kelly. The final and most horrific murder occurred on November 9th. Kelly was found in her room at 13 Miller's Court. Her body was grotesquely mutilated, with her face hacked beyond recognition and her organs scattered around the room. The sheer savagery of Kelly's murder marked the peak of the Ripper's brutality. The Metropolitan Police, led by Inspector Frederick Aberline, launched an extensive investigation, employing methods that were advanced for the time, including house-to-house inquiries, forensic examinations, and public appeals for information. Despite these efforts, the investigation was hampered by a lack of reliable evidence and the chaotic environment of Whitechapel. The Ripper taunted the authorities and the public through a series of letters sent to the press and police. The most infamous, the Dear Boss letter, coined the name Jack the Ripper. Another, the From Hell letter, was accompanied by a portion of a human kidney, allegedly from one of the victims. The authenticity of these letters remains debated, with some believed to be hoaxes. The list of potential suspects in the Jack the Ripper case is extensive, ranging from local butchers and surgeons to high-profile individuals. Some of the most notable suspects include Montague John Druitt, a barrister with possible mental health issues. Druitt's suicide shortly after the last murder fueled suspicions about his involvement. Aaron Kosminski, a Polish-Jewish immigrant and barber. Kosminski was named as a suspect based on his proximity to the crimes and alleged mental instability. In 2014, DNA evidence from a shawl found near Catherine Eddowes' body suggested a possible link to Kosminski, but the findings were controversial and widely disputed. Sir William Gull. The royal physician, Gull, was implicated in conspiracy theories involving high society and the royal family. These theories, popularized by books and films, lack substantial evidence. Walter Sickert. The artist Walter Sickert was accused by crime novelist Patricia Cornwell, who claimed his paintings contained clues about the murders. Her theories, while intriguing, have been met with skepticism. The Jack the Ripper case had a profound impact on society and law enforcement. It exposed the dire conditions of London's East End, prompting social reforms and increased attention to the plight of the urban poor. The case also highlighted the limitations of contemporary police methods and the need for advancements in forensic science. Jack the Ripper's identity remains one of the most enduring mysteries in criminal history, spawning an entire subculture of ripperology dedicated to solving the case. The mystery has inspired countless books, movies, and documentaries, each presenting new theories and perspectives. The tale of Jack the Ripper is a dark chapter in the annals of true crime, marked by brutal violence, relentless mystery, and enduring fascination. Despite over a century of investigation and speculation, the true identity of Jack the Ripper remains shrouded in darkness. The case serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the complexities of human nature, forever etched in the collective memory as the archetype of the unknown killer. Reflecting on the Ripper's reign of terror, we are reminded of the importance of advancements in investigative techniques and the need for vigilance in protecting the vulnerable. The mystery of Jack the Ripper endures, a testament to the enduring quest for truth and justice in the face of the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Bloodstained Stories as we delved into the terrifying and mysterious case of Jack the Ripper. If you found this deep dive into one of history's most infamous unsolved cases compelling, please subscribe and leave a review. Your support helps us bring more in-depth true crime stories to you. Follow us on social media for updates and behind-the-scenes content. Have a theory or a case you'd like us to cover? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the mysteries of the true crime world.